Season of Strife 5 just started, and as always, I'm gonna speak about my open field marches as an archer main, which is really interesting. Last season, we managed to get 12 million merits as a tier 4 player, thanks to our amount of troops which we have, and hopefully this season we will try to get 12 million merits, but this season will be even harder because we are in an Ace KVK, we are allies with Ace, and yeah, we're gonna fight against a lot of maxed out players, right? As an archer player, I will try my best to give you the ideas I have through my marches, and yeah, I have been playing with 3-4 marches together, and yeah, I have been getting quite a good amount of merits. The first march, let's not keep me talking too much, and let's dive into the groups and the marches, right? The first march is of course with my Inara and Nico, and hopefully you guys will understand that even though these two have been the basic heroes, which is like generation 1 heroes, they have been amazing for me, especially the control tree which I'm currently using for this march have been absolutely amazing, right? Like silence towards even like infantries, towards mages, a rattle spear. Unfortunately, my rattle spear is level 1, but that's like good enough, right? Because we want to get defense penetration. If in the future I will be able to get more levels, will be nice, but so far it is what it is, right? One bad thing about rattle spear is that whenever you use the skill, you are standing still, and that's quite bad during the fight, right? The Kinara is my awakened hero, the first hero which I have ever awakened, and Nico is 5355. Of course, we have to speak about my Snowy Croc, my first 3-star talent tree Warped. Well, this Warped have been dealing amazing amount of damage since this troop type, this hero pair is mainly a debuffer, like control type of troop type. Snowy Croc have been my damage dealer. Basically, this Warped sometimes deals way more damage than my Nico or Kinara, right? So basically, this is the build. Of course, you might say, like, exchange Fatal Bite with the agility type of Blood Roar, but this is good enough for me. I have been building this pet, I don't know, since the Warped feature have been in the game. And yeah, finally with this 3-star concentration and with this 3-star advanced concentration, that's good enough for me, right? So basically, this is the first hero pair, control type, a defense break, especially great against infantry players, and honestly, during the open field in Call of Dragons, that's what you get as an archer, the infantry, which is trying to defeat you, right? The second hero pair, which might be really awkward for some people, but I have been playing with this hero pair for quite a long time already, and I'm not going to take them away, right? That's in this, and that's of course where is Tara, right? I have been using this hero pair for a long time, and of course I'm going to continue to use them, right? I rate healing a lot in Call of Dragons open field. I think for archers especially, and especially for Margaret and Zaida players, you understand how important healing it is for the game, right? For your gameplay. So we are utilizing with the Tara's buff, which is 50% attack and 10% damage taken reduction for surrounding friendly legions, which means everybody will get it from your side. Plus we have Infirm here, we have healing. This hero pair is actually really tanky. It's not only about buffs and heals. This hero pair is really tanky because of the Indie skill, which is increasing our legion capacity, and plus HP buffs, which is super amazing when on the open field if you want to be tanky, right? And with the Wyverns, of course, Wyverns had less attack than archers, but Wyverns are way more tanky than archers, right? Because Wyverns has inside talents, which is increasing HP with the normal attack. So basically, we are using Wyverns because we want to use them. We want to utilize every single archer troop which we have in the game, right? And in this case, we'll exchange Heart of Kamasi with the artifact, which might be really strange at the first glance, but I will try to explain what's the reason why I am doing that, right? The Fang of Ashkari Legion defense, told like basically one of the most defensive artifacts in the game. And yeah, basically I just want this march to be tanky, to be off tank basically, and to heal and give buffs to nearby allies, right? So this is the march. Plus, as a tier 4 player, I think everybody will be able to build this march, right? How to awaken in this? You just play Dragon Trail, you just play Call of Dragons simply every day, and you will be able to get like in these tokens one per day at least, and at some point for sure you will be able to awaken this hero. Regarding Tara, well, I'm pretty positive like every single epic hero is like super easy to awaken. So it's classic gatherer, so it's really easy to level up and gather, right? One of the most easiest hero pairs to make is a free-to-play player, low spender, or pay-to-play player, like depending on your gameplay, does not matter. You will be able to build this hero pair, right? In terms of talents for the indies, we went for the support and overall health, right? So this is the second hero pair which I have been using for a while, and I have been getting basically all the positive results with this hero pair. The third one, which is the most important one in my opinion, and I think if you are archer player or even if you are not and you want to get at least one good archer hero pair, Magrat and Zaida has the highest amount of damage in with any archer hero pairs comparable. They have the highest amount of survivability, highest amount of tankiness, highest amount of usage rate. So basically, in almost every single section, like during Behemoths, like in everything, Magrat and Zaida is the best hero pair for archer gameplay, which we have in the game, even with them like Fulgrim and Sibyl, right? If we're gonna compare to them, this hero pair is still the best one. So pretty easy to build. Magrat 555, like that's good enough, and try to awaken Zaida. Zaida is my second PvP hero which I have ever awakened. So I basically played this game for 2 years. In my first year, I awakened Kinara, and in my second year, I awakened Zaida. So like I think I had the correct choices, and I think because I had the correct choices, that's the reason how I'm getting 12 million merits as a tier 4 player against fighting basically tier 5 players, right? So the artifact will be Gilded Crossbow. So basically there is two choices for this hero pair, Gilded Crossbow or Heart of Kamasi. I like Gilded Crossbow simply because of this ability, which is called Glittering Bolt. You might say because of skill damage factor or enemy HP bypass. Of course, enemy HP bypass and damage is great, but March speed bonus is simply amazing, right? This March speed bonus will save your life, will help you to catch somebody. So the amount of time last season this March speed bonus saved me even during the long range season, that's simply amazing, right? Like from my own gameplay, I can assure you guys that this March speed bonus will save your March a lot of times against like cavalry, against infantry, and basically against everybody, right? For the Warped Shadow Manticore, this is my second Warped, which I managed to purchase the Advanced Barbarism for the 4 Yggdra Crystal. Currently, I'm trying my best to increase the Barbarism to 3 star. Actually, I have like 1.5k experience left, and this Barbarism 3 star will be here. And yeah, basically that's the build. I think next one I will try to increase one more star on Intense Barbarism, and basically what this Shadow Manticore does, it deals damage, it heals a little. Main ways of dealing damage is through the Advanced Barbarism, and through the Chain Strike synergy, right? For the crit rate and for the more damage through the skills, Tools of the Claw, I might exchange Tools of the Claw with the advanced Chain Strike for more heals. That's how much I actually rate heals in Call of Dragons, right? Because basically the reason why this hero pair is so OP is simply because of this skill. Magrat Legion gains variable healing whenever they deal normal attack damage. Healing rate is 5%. When wearable healing has been triggered 5 times, the next normal attack deals 450% more damage. Wearable healing can be triggered once every 1 second. So having highest amount of physical attack in the game, basically as an archer, your offensive troop type, your main job is to kill and defeat your enemies. You are defeating your enemies, more you're gonna defeat, more you heal, more time you stay alive. So basically, that's the sole reason why this hero pair is still number 1, because of the overpowerness towards the healing, right? So yeah, this is the damage dealer hero pair, your type of assassin towards the archer troop types. And from my stream march so far, control type is Kinara, healer and tankiness, and assassin in Magrat and Zaida. I have been trying my best to build one more march for this season, and I think I finally slowly managed to do that, but I still have to try and test a lot of things, right? Musyang with Thea, right? Everybody knows how Musyang with Thea and Celestials are amazing hero pair. Of course, I understand, but in my opinion, Musyang with Thea and Wyverns will be just as good as they are with Celestials, right? I think for this hero pair, we kinda have to speak generally about Musyang. I think she's, if not the best, like top 3 best hero pair, best legendary hero pair in the game. And yeah, she has everything which I like in open field, right? She's the first and only hero who has the debuff towards the healing. 40%, like 20% less healing received. Like, she is the only hero which has this one, right? And with the Magrat and Zaidas around the battlefield who are healing a lot, this is the perfect debuff towards them, right? So I said, I have mentioned how much I love healing in open field. When Musyang casts a rage skill, heals surrounding friendly legions and receives healing every second for a time. So basically, full heal skill is here, right? Here we have defense, attack, and healing received buffs, which are like not that important. And most important skill for Musyang, whenever Legion gains healing, it gains 1 stack of Healer's Mark. Like basically 1 stack is 3% damage dealt, maximum 3 stacks. So this effect can be triggered once per second. This is the OP skill of Musyang, which will increase the damage. And of course, at some point I will try to awaken her, and extra 15 rage and 50% attack will be super amazing, right? This is the hero which I am focusing right now, putting every single legendary token which I have. And so far for the artifacts, Heart of Kamasi will be here, because unfortunately I don't have the artifact which is like especially great, which is, let me check the name of this artifact which I'm trying to guess here. The name of the artifact is, alright, I think it does not show me, but I can go here. Yeah, Visage of the Sanctus, right? Visage of the Sanctus is the best artifact for that hero pair in my opinion. But unfortunately, I don't have that artifact, and I will try my best to get it. But yeah, like, it's not that easy to get artifacts in Call of Dragons, right? Sand Lizard will be the choice because we want to get as much shields as possible. I know I use Sand Lizard on my Indie Centaura. Basically, Sand Lizard there too will be great. And for sure, we are using Wyverns because we want to utilize the skill which Thea has. Like, we should have entirely flying units in order for us to get these buffs, right? So basically, this is the build which I'm going to use. So let me describe what this build means, right? Inara and Nico, especially great against infantry because of lot of defense break, and Inara is using control talent tree, defense break also, defense penetration also inside the rattle spear, and of course Snowpeak Rock is 3-star, right? That's like the main job of this hero pair. In this Centaura, off tank, which will be important, and lot of heals plus lot of buffs. Magrat and Zaida just deal as much damage as possible and try to get a lot of merits. Like, we are getting tons of merits with Magrat and Zaida. That's why we have Gilded Crossbow. That's why we have Shadow Manticore, right? The like only idea about this hero pair is to just deal damage. Musiang with Thea, we have to utilize with the Wyverns, and plus Musiang is the best hero in my opinion right now in Call of Dragons, and I think the amount of heals, not only this hero pair will take it themselves, but also Musiang will heal everybody together, and plus we will utilize with Tara's second skill, and we will buff 4 legions around us, which will be all of us, which will be great. And of course we don't have to speak about Thea, the survivability, the buffs. So I think Musiang with Thea will be also the choice, right? Whenever I will be able to awaken Musiang, Musiang will have a different place, because like in later stages of the game, whenever I will unlock tier 5, my lineup will totally change, but so far this will be my lineup which I'm going to play, and hopefully this lineup will bring me 12 million merits, right? Because last season it was 12 million. Of course, right now bar is getting higher and higher, and hopefully the next season we're gonna get another 12 million merits, right? So far, as we have been playing this game for two years, I guess 829 days, we are getting closer and closer to tier 5, and yeah, I think this is like one of the last KVKs which I will be tier 4, right? So that's my open field marches for the PvP. Hopefully you liked the video. If you did, press like, subscribe, share. It always gives me more and more motivation to make more content for this game. I wish everybody amazing day, morning and night. We are going to see each other really, really soon. Bye bye and good luck.